Black Compass Media back live with another one. Shout out to everybody that's out there right now. Everybody's gonna see this. Tone Bro checking in. Salute to the whole team. Salute to everybody in battle rap, man. Make sure you check out what we got going on. Hit the channel up. All the battle rap content, all the news, all the culture, sports, things that whatever y'all want to get into, man. We got it over here at Black Compass Media. Shout out to my whole team, my brothers, man. You know what I mean, in media and things of that nature. Now, today is a different type of day. You got to understand something. Like, yeah, we've been honored to have the Mooks up here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, your Geechee Gottis, your Rum Nitties, Tay Rock. You know what I mean? Great interviews. Your Lostos, B-Dots, great, very good interviews and things like that, guys y'all familiar with. Now, one of the things that I like to do in this media thing is I like to evangelize. I like to find out the newest scenes, what's going on. It's a scene building out in Carolina. We're going to talk about that more. Shout out to Hunger Games. I want to be there. If it's a scene building out west, shout out to L.I. the mayor, Yak and them. Shout out to Nico. I want to know about it. You got to tell me. Right now, one of the things that y'all probably don't know about, it's a scene that's building right now. And I want y'all to pay attention to it. It's over in the UK. Our brothers in the UK is talking that talk right now. You understand? Whatever notions you have of UK battle rap, and shout out to Shotty. We got a lot of things to talk about. But shout out to everybody that paved the way. You know what I'm saying? Tony D, people like that. But there's a new undercurrent of battlers that's out there putting on in a street sense, and they giving it to you different in terms of life. You ever seen the show Top Boy? How they talking? What they doing? We talking that type of talk. It's hoods everywhere. What Rex say? As long as it's G's in the building, I'm right at home. That's what Rex said. So y'all should be right at home too. Shout out to my homegirl London Jen. I got one of the guys from out there. You probably seen him versus Georgie Roots. If you keep up with the scene, if some of the names I sound unfamiliar, that's okay. We here to learn together. But you might have seen him against Georgie Roots. You might have seen him versus Rivers, a dope battle, nice rusty razor talk type of battle. You understand? But I got the battler, the rapper, the poet, the activist. I got Mook. What up, bro?
Jeez. Love, man. Love, Tony. Love the intro, man. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Man, it deserves a proper rollout. I stole proper from y'all. Yeah, it deserves a proper rollout. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I love it, honestly.
Hey, man. Hey, it's good to have you up here, bro. And I normally reserve the shot clocks for the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give you the ISO screen and kind of talk your talk. But I just want you to introduce yourself to the people. You know what I'm saying? Who is Mook? Like, how'd you know what I'm saying? Like, just give people the intro. I want people to get familiar because I'm gonna have more of the UK brothers up here. It's a fact. But I want people to get familiar because you the first guy. So go ahead, brother.
I appreciate it. Yeah, Mook, what can I say, man? Poet, started off doing poetry back in 2013, doing spoken word. But my influence, the style of writing had always been influenced by battle rap. So I only jumped in the ring, around 2019? So it's like, a couple years back. And it was more so just to, like, have fun with it at the time. I think during, like, my poetry sort of, like, career and whatnot, I was kind of, like, having a bit of a break, having a bit of a think about my next move and stuff. And then, I just hopped in the ring, and then the rest was history, really. Started on Art of Rap. And then the next platform I battled on was No Loose Chat, and then Premier Battles. And it's like just going up since then. So
yeah. Shout out to homie Rivers in the chat as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the bro Rivers. Follow him too. He talk that talk we like to hear too. You understand me? Shout out to the bro. Now, okay. 2019, right?
Yeah.
2019, you start off, right? And you know, because I'm from upstate New York. I'm from Rochester. I gotta give my little story first. Pardon me for this, but upstate New York. You know, people ask me about, you know, where I'm from. If I say New York, they're gonna ask me about New York City, right? Most people you like, okay, you from the UK, yo, London. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Like, everyone knows London. Not too many people know about the hoods out there. Not too many people know what's going on out there. How was your upbringing? Like, how was the surroundings, you know, around you, and how did that affect the art that you bring to the table, bro?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, so So where I started growing up, so I was born actually in East London, Newham, but I spent most of my early childhood in like Central, like which is like London Bridge. It's like basically right in the middle of like where all the tourist attractions usually are.
Okay. That's the more what y'all say. That's the more posh area. That's the more.
Yeah, you could say
Okay.
that. But I lived on an estate, and it
Right.
wasn't like the most like posh estate or anything like that, or posh people as well. But yeah, and then after that, I kind of moved out of I wouldn't say out of London, but like towards the more like the quieter side, so like the suburban areas. But secondary school wise, I was going to school in like Southeast London, and so I was kind of around all the kind of people who came from areas that were maybe or came from areas or backgrounds, sorry, that were quite maybe rough or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was always surrounded by that. Like secondary school days, always doing like grime clashes and stuff like that. All that jazz. So
yeah,
I was able to see like raw like wordplay and MC skills from like my very like playground or like school setting, or like even like people back home and like in my estate and stuff like that.
Right,
so I was able to see and witness all that and witness people's different upbringings and backgrounds and like really sort of internalize it, especially like being a black person as well.
Yeah,
Seeing all the different kind of struggles or challenges that other people had. So I guess that kind of really influenced a lot of the stuff I started to write during poetry and stuff like that.
Yeah. But because you lived sort of on the edge of okay, you got the estates over here, the manors over here, but you still tapped into the hood. You know what's going on out in the streets. So you kind of combine both of those, like just those experiences of being a black man, seeing that and put that into your poetry, right?
Yeah. So it was never a thing whereby I've ever tried to act like I was someone that was from the hood or nor did I ever look down on anyone that was, because I had that perspective from young, like being kind of privileged enough to be like near enough it but far away at the same time, sort of thing. So it's like I got a perspective of both sides of the coin. But yeah, it very much influences sort of like my art, mainly poetry wise. It kind of came out during like battle rap, more so in my battle with Rivers, just like kind of welcoming that sort of truth and identity that I had, sort of thing. So
definitely, man. I like just from listening to you, it definitely it sort of reinforces the bars when you do these type of sit downs and just talk about the perspectives that you might have or just where you coming from and stuff like that. So then okay, so we got in a battle rap 2019. I'm guessing if my math is correct, you're probably a lot younger than I am. Like I get that, right?
Yeah.
What was we listening to in high school? I want to walk through the whole thing. I want to know from a UK mind when you hear certain because I know what I feel like when it's when Juicy comes on Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Get at me, dog. DMX. I know what that feels like from a here American black man. I get it, but out there, certain records, certain albums, like what was you on in high school, bro? Like I need to understand.
High school, so very much like I was saying, like grime was the thing back for us, like in back in secondary school. So I'm 28, born in 93. So yeah, big influences like artist wise back then. I would have said people like Giggs, Chips, Gets, Kano, especially, definitely Dizzy Rascal, Wiley, of course. So those were like the sort of the main guys. Wretch. So those were like our kind of cool guys. Then you had some like commercial guys like Tiny Temper.
Right.
Not sure if we'd really.
Nah, I know. Yeah, I know.
But yeah, those were like the main influences UK wise. And at the time, in terms of US artists influencing us back then, like, I would have said people like 50 Cent, Kanye West, Jay-Z, obviously Eminem, all those kind of artists. So that's what it's like from the UK perspective. And obviously some of the UK artists I've mentioned, they're still kind of standing the test of time. Others have like, kind of had their moment back then and kind of drifted, but still, like in terms of what they were doing back then, like So Solid as well. in terms of what they were doing back then, it was very impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Like across everyone's sort of writing style or like artist identity and stuff like that. So
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. You know what's ill to me is that somebody like, okay, for instance, right? And I know this is true. This was true at least for a while for Joey Badass. He was a bigger deal out there for y'all than he was here for a while in his career. You know what I mean? He was underground cool, but he go out there and it's a different energy. Like I always wonder what that accounted for. Like, is it certain things that may be popular here that doesn't really resonate over there, vice versa? In terms of like the music that you guys get from imported from America, where you like, yo, this shit go, but y'all like, nah, not for us. It's not really that.
What? So like something that will pop in America, maybe?
Yeah, that don't really pop over there, and vice versa, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess you kind of get that. But I think at the same time, it's a bit rare. Because I feel like we're very much sometimes anyway, not all the time. We can be like quite influenced by the US music scene. But I think now the level where we're at UK music wise, the way like UK artists are kind of going global, doing more collabs with US or North American artists,
right,
and stuff like that. I feel like we can now look at certain maybe American artists and be like, you know what, that's not all that. Like you may be big, like I think especially like this may be controversial, but I think especially like a bit like what J. Cole was saying in his 1985 track. The
talk
little
about it,
D's
bro.
and the little D's and the younger D's. Like I think UK wise, sometimes we look at them and like, nah, I don't know. I'm not really trying to hear all that sort of thing.
Right,
So,
right.
Yeah. So
y'all seem to be more to the cloth, to the essence of the stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what though? And it's a good
Mm-hmm.
segue, right? I want to know that background about the. Oh wait, hold on. Albums. What albums was he listening to? When you a kid, you tapped in. What albums was we listening to? And don't do this like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I won't use it. Like, nah, bro. I got weird shit in my catalog. I went to go see like Mike in the theater. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Albums wise, you know what? I
Yeah.
wasn't really like a proper like an album guy like that, but obviously a standout album I could say from them times was Kano's debut album, Home Sweet Home, and then Dizzy Rascal's Boy in the Corner. Those were standout albums for me. US wise, I'd say Kanye West Graduation. Yeah, I think those were like my key ones. And off topic one, or like maybe a more surprise one,
right?
Was Justin Timberlake was my guy back then.
I'm not, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm laughing because when JT first hit the road with Timberland and Pharrell and them, fire.
Exactly.
Like JT had the cookout pass for real. The Senorita and all that. Yeah, I know. You was doing the dances and all. Yeah, you.
Hey, listen, man. You was doing
all that, huh?
back then. So, boy, definitely that was right up my street. But
right,
yeah, man. There's probably more that I can't really think of right now. But yeah.
Now we segue into this battle rap thing. I like to know how people got started and things like that. But I would preface what your answer by saying that the perception that I had about UK battle rap, my first intro to UK battle rap was really Shotty and Arsenal, right? I know that's not the first battle that happened, but that was, it's over across the pond too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was a wake up call.
Yeah.
You know
and
what
I think
saying?
that one was quite impactful for the fact that sometimes you can get like US battlers that come over and maybe they don't perform to the same level or take it as seriously as they do with US battles. But I think that was one of the ones where like Shotty was at a point in his career where he was like definitely making a lot of noise, obviously. And then Arsenal was also kind of in his bag back then as well. And so for Arsenal to come out and then like really perform the way he did, and Shotty, of course, performed the way he did, I think that's what made it really.
That was like a big inspiration to the scene. It seemed like, far, especially on the street side too. Arsenal got a lot of love out there. And I always wondered, bro, from a UK brain, when he pulls out that Arsenal jersey, I ain't gonna front. When I first saw it, I'm like, no, Arsenal, don't do it. They take it too seriously. Chill. But as you watching that battle as a kid, you like, all right, is that the one was like, I want to do this now? Or what was the spark?
Yeah, you know what, like obviously, maybe from an audience perspective, you would probably think, it'd be fitting if Arsenal would wear an Arsenal t-shirt, but you think to yourself, does he have the awareness or the knowledge as a US battler to even pull it off? So when he did it, it was just like, oh shit, like, you know, it was like, rah, man actually went for the Arsenal t-shirt. All right, so he's done his research. And I think from that moment, that's when everyone kind of knew that, okay, this guy's come to actually do a proper job.
Right. It was a show of respect, I felt like, too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
A nod to the culture. Wait, who's your team? Who you root for, bro?
Oh, Man United.
Okay.
Ronaldo, Team Ronaldo.
Okay. I had to check the temperature, you know.
Yeah.
We gotta get that out the way.
Why do you support a team as well? Like football wise?
Football. Okay, so me, I fuck with I more or less fuck with I like Barcelona, of course. Like I think they dope and shit. The jersey's fire to me. That's kind of how I fuck with them. But you know the thing was that changed me is like the World Cup. Then I watched going from like the World Cup back in like what was it, like 12 or some shit. It was dope and all that. It was crazy. Our team was actually okay. Then I started watching more soccer. I'm like, okay, this shit, all right, Champions League, shit like that.
Yeah.
But then after that, man, I don't know. I be hood hopping, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I got Arsenal and Man United jerseys, and I'm pretty sure I've worn both fan bases off. I'm gonna come clean.
Like, I think Arsenal's probably the one rival I hate the most. But yeah,
I should have worn it. I almost put on okay, all right. But all right. So your foray into battle rap, right? Where you make the decision that now it's time to go ahead. Now, by this time, had you already been established in the spoken word, area around the scene, or how was that transition for you?
Because back then I would have been 6 years deep in like poetry. So I mean, sometimes you can be in it for that long and not really be established, but I felt like I had enough pieces or moments or people in that scene had enough awareness of me that not that I needed to stop or take a break, because I still feel like there's a lot of work I need to do in that scene. But I was at a point where it's like, all right, cool, people know who Mook is, and I dropped like my debut project that year as well, like back in January. So that featured a lot of my like best pieces of work, and then did well for what it was.
This is a poetry project.
Yeah, it's a poetry. Yeah, it's a spoken word. It's got like music and stuff like that. But yeah, it was strictly like poetry because at that time.
What's it called, bro? So the people.
It's called This Is Us, and yeah, it's on all streaming platforms. You can find it. So it's called This Is Us by Mook, obviously MOAK. So yeah, that I had I had a piece that featured on radio as well and stuff like that. So at that moment, I was feeling good. I was feeling like I've done what I needed to do. This project or whatever, like, because I actually worked on it for a very long time, and a lot of things got in the way. So for me, it was like, now that it was out of the way, I could just relax and then just be free in whatever I wanted to do. So that's why when I came, to spit a poem.
Yeah. You know they was gonna ask, bro. You know they was gonna ask, bro. You know that.
Hey, spit up. Hey, man's put me on the spot. Maybe later.
Yeah. Maybe we get to that later, Lowski. Ask later, bro.
I'll do something that's quite relatable. But yeah. So I was like, you know what? I can relax now. And then that's when I stumbled across Art of Rap, and I saw someone that I kind of shared the same stage with at different open mics. He had a battle against someone I later battled as well. And I was like, right, like, what's he doing battle rap? I didn't know he was into battle rap, and I was like, I didn't even know there was platforms that was accessible other than like Don't Flop and whichever other leagues were running back then. So for me, I was just like, right, okay. So I hit up Art of Rap, and then I was just like, yo, I don't know what requirements you need. I don't know what you need me to send you. I said, I'm not a rapper, I'm a poet, so I don't know if you're gonna look at me funny for even asking to come through. But like, I love battle rap, and I explained it, and I sent them some of my work, and they're like, yeah, no, it's cool, just come, like, we'll set you up with someone who hasn't battled before. And then I was like, all right, cool, that's good, because I wasn't trying to get in the ring with someone who was like experienced or at least done like a couple. So yeah, and then that's when I got set up with AJ Raw. So
yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up, man. That's what's up. So
Mhm.
then you get down there, you don't know what the rules is, you don't know, you probably never seen none of them people before and all that. How would
Yeah.
you describe the scene at that point? You know, when you first got in.
So I think for UK battle rap at that time or at that point, obviously Don't Flop was really banging like around the times that Arsenal came to battle Shotty around
Shout
that
out to
sort of
her.
year, which was, if I'm correct, I could be wrong, maybe around 2013, 14 sort of times. But then it kind of died down a little bit because I kind of lost. It wasn't just lost interest in UK battle rap. I'd even lost track of US battle rap. So at the time, I wasn't even aware of people like Rum Nitty and New Jersey Twerk and all like the kind of new age battlers that we're seeing now.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't even aware of them, man. So that's how far removed I'd become from it. So I think that's what really gave art of rap and other platforms the opportunity to really kind of like blossom from that period. So yeah, sorry, I feel like I've gone off tangent. What was
No. This is good. This is good. So
yeah.
as far as then you watch the New Jersey twerks and the things like that. You got the new battle rappers, but I mean, in terms of just like the overall mood when you first walk into that room, that scene, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
And
Yeah.
we'll this is kind of a foreshadowing question because I heard some things on some tracks and I had a good conversation with my sister London Jen and she informed me a couple things about the scene, the mood within the scene, and how street battle rap kind of gets a certain stigma.
Yeah.
What is looked at as sort of trivial. The things
Yeah.
that that I happen to like, and that a lot of the artists such as Rivers happen to do, are looked at as simple, as trite, if you will, or just lower class style of battle rap, and more the jokey shit is looked at as better. But you can clear up the misconceptions, or if you had that experience
No,
coming in too.
I feel like what I fully understand what London Gen was trying to say in terms of like it got to a point where especially in UK battle rap, I think it was just a lot of trivial things or trivial content that was kind of taken more of the attention or was perceived to be what was good. So it was like the standard was like kind of dipping a lot.
The
So
standard in terms of what? In terms of
in terms of
lyricism?
yeah,
Or
in terms of lyricism, quality of battles, quality of content, and like performance, like pretty much all of it. So obviously, I never went in to the whole battle rap thing thinking like I'm gonna try and appease to that sort of level or like try and cater to that kind of level. I was like, I know what I'm capable of when I'm performing my poetry and when I'm writing and whatnot. I'm gonna try and bring that in battle rap and like really show people that my pen is like my pen skills are transferable. Like from doing poetry, can put it in battle rap and then like music or whatever.
yeah.
So yeah, that's the level I was setting myself. So I wasn't even trying to look around and trying to be like whatever else.
Yeah. You wanted to be different anyway. So
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
didn't
wanted to be
really,
different
that
anyway.
type of talk really didn't affect you personally, but you did
Yeah, yeah,
notice that maybe there's
yeah,
a little bit more of a, you know what I mean, a shift in the scene. And like it's
yeah,
interesting
mm,
because it's not like, because like the parallel to that is the West Coast, the perception of the West before Geechee and before Rum, before B Dot and Danny really, kind of form the identity of what the West Coast is, along with the Ride, West Coast elites, and all that, right?
mm,
Before they form what that identity is now, the perception of the West was it was just backpack Johnny over there
mm,
telling jokes and very lunchroom vibes. It wasn't
yeah,
real skill, real lyricism. You
mm,
guys in the UK, as y'all looking at the new era, the New
mm,
Jersey twerks, your Rum Nitties, your
mm,
Abs, and all of these different people
mm,
that kind of rise during that like 15, 16 type of time. Is
mm,
it like, yo, we missing something out here? Was that the vibe out there? Because when I look
mm.
at No Loose Chat, bro, I see a lot of We Go Hard vibes in there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come
yeah,
clean. So
yeah.
what was the push to sort of
You
move?
know, you know what the problem is. I think like the UK had always like from obviously now that I'm more deep into the UK battle rap scene, like done more homework or more research. I don't think it was ever a case where there weren't battlers that were very lyrical or skilled or like were very focused on like the art of like writing bars and like creating solid punchlines and schemes and stuff. They were all there, but it was just like, I think maybe the platforms or the people that had the most influence or the platforms to push battle rap UK wise were maybe pushing things that weren't of that caliber.
Right.
Even though there were writers even in those platforms at the same time that had that that could go to that level or show that sort of side to them. But yeah, I think it just became, I don't know, it just kind of fizzled out for whatever reason. I don't know. So
it felt unserious, right?
Yeah,
like it felt like it wasn't serious. And the weird
or
thing about
competitive
that
anymore. Maybe it was just like the competitiveness that had just like kind of been lost from the scene a little bit, and then maybe once competitiveness goes out the window, a lot of it opens the door for a lot of watered down shit to happen. So
when Smack and them went to the UK, that was a watershed moment for me because you know, based on the interviews and based on all the different things that we had the content, the people that even gravitated to us after that, it was said to me like, listen, we want that. That's what we want, that type of shit. You know what I mean? It was a whole different demographic that came out. Your experience now, you know, you being on the scene and you putting on, people rock with you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of y'all out there now that's doing y'all thing. Do you feel like it's a sense of like gaining new fans, new eyes, new attention, maybe changing perception that UK battle rap had?
Yeah, definitely changing perception. I feel like platforms like obviously initially like Art of Rap, Premier Battles, No Loose Chat, especially No Loose Chat and Premier Battles, and like Code Red as well, I believe. I believe those are like platforms that are really trying to push that sort of level of battle rap and bring it to the like forefront. They want to push battlers that are right into that kind of performance level, lyricism level, etc. Yeah, and yeah, I feel like they're doing a good job. I feel like there's a bit more cutthroat energy as well in the UK rap scene now. It's like if you're not like, if you're not really like leveling up every battle, or you've had a bad performance, like you will go down a peg or two kind of thing. Whereas maybe in the past, where if those kind of things happened, it was just like if you've got that status or people know you or people have loved you, then you can kind of get away with everything. But I think now, because the levels and standards have risen so much, it's like people can't get away with bullshit anymore, sort of thing.
Yeah,
So,
man. I seen it when you battling Georgie. Shout out to Georgie Roots too. I heard he booked the international flight. Shout out to Georgie. You know what I mean, doing his thing over here. You know what I mean? But you and Georgie and you and Rivers, man, that those two battles right there, it's like I show people, they're like, yo, they doing it like that. Like I felt like the bars, the breakdowns, like in terms of your style, very, I mean, the consciousness does come out and all that as well. But I feel like you put together your rounds strategically. You know what I mean? More strategically than most. I feel like, I feel like it's more of a theme with each round. You know what I mean? Like you said, you came into the game, you didn't really know much about how shit was sort of structured. How did you develop that strategic, you know what I mean, like approach to it? You know what I mean? Was that one of the things you were shooting for?
You know what it is? I think aside from battle rap, the way I write in poetry helps the way I'm very structured in battle rap as well. Because when I'm writing a piece, I like to build it like a story. I feel like I could write a banging line, but I'll be like, this line doesn't deserve to go at the beginning. It sounds like a line that needs to go at the end, or it would work around the middle sort of section when I talk about X, Y, and Z. And I like things to flow in a certain way. So I think that really helps my writing style. But then obviously, learning what battlers do in certain rounds, like certain stages of the battles, also helped me be a bit more strategic. Like things like knowing whether to go first, or things like having a certain breakdown round. If you spit that first or you spit that last, or things like that have really helped shape my idea of like structure and sort of developing my route through the battle, in terms of, okay, let me start with this energy, get the crowd on my side, because you have to take in consideration a lot of factors, not just your opponent. You have to take into consideration the kind of league you're battling, the kind of audience it is, or like the settings, if it's a small room setting, if it's a big crowd, if it's, you know, things like that. So all of that very much ties in with how I write as well. I think about a lot of factors. I'm like, okay, if I'm battling in a small room, there might not be room for like sort of crowd participation type bars. So let me take that out. Let me write something more intricate. Or like if there's a big crowd, I can play on certain things and like have the crowd rock with me and stuff like that. Or if it's a setting where I feel like I'm kind of outnumbered or sort of the underdog, then I know I need to go kind of 10 times harder and really say something that's gonna like, fuck up the crowd. And I would need to do that from early. Like I don't have time to build up and take my time and stroll through the battle. Like I have to go hard from first round sort of thing. So yeah, I think there's the sort of guidance I had from poetry, watching other battlers, and then also understanding the factors that will impact the battle that help me be more strategic.
Okay. So you in tune what's going on right now though? You integrated into the scene. You getting to see, like, we just coming up with Summer Madness, big look for the culture. We got the Drake card coming up and things like that. I know you in tune with who the MCs are and things of that nature, right?
So I think me getting involved in battle rap definitely sparked my fire for it again, and I've kind of kept up for the most part anyway. So yeah, I've been staying up for the caffeine streams. To like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. just watching battles. I've got the URL app as well. So I've got it all, man.
You gotta be dedicated to be a UK fan. Lord.
So like if I miss the streams, I'm just like, you know what, I've got the app, it's gonna drop. And you know, sometimes I'll be at work and then I see like 10 battles have dropped at once. I'm like, oh shit. I'm going on lunch break now and I need to watch my guy, this and that or whatever. So
okay. So we could tee up the underrated, overrated, fire, trash game, but I want to actually do this first, right? Now, I'm a big fan of wrestling. I'm a big fan of wrestling. You hear a lot of in our podcast and all that. Big fan of wrestling, right? Old school wrestling, all that is how I grew up. A lot of parallels between battle rap and wrestling. One of the things I enjoy in wrestling, one of my favorite things that they do often is these invasion angles, right? Where another group of guys will come over, right? You had NWO come to WCW, you know what I mean? Things like that, the middle invasion type of things, right? Now, the British invasion. British invasion. Now, I'm going to give you, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 7 names. And you got to tell me what other 6 guys you bringing over to you to New York City to battle these 7 names. Yeah, no, I got to do this. I have to do this. I got to. This for the bag, too. It's for the bag. All right.
So you're going to give me 6 opponents, and I'm going to match them up with UK guys.
You're going to match them up with your people. You know what I'm saying? Whatever name you want to take out of this is cool, because you in it, too. Yeah, there's no escaping for you. Ain't no, yo, Tom, I'm going to come through, host with you, bruv. Like, no, you in it. All right? So I'm going to give you 7 names. This is New York City. Okay. New York City. Boroughs is represented well. All right? These are the names. Steams, Jerry West, Gwitty, Mike P, Snake Eyes, Jay Murder, Head Ice. Those are 7 names you got to work with. Steams, Jerry West, Gwitty, Mike P, Snake Eyes, Jay Murder, Head Ice.
Jay Murder.
That's Brooklyn, Long Island, Harlem. That's Brooklyn and Harlem right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. All right.
7 names. Now, you included in this group. I need matchups. Who you bringing over with you? Who the homies you bringing with you? What's up? Give me matchups.
I can't lie. I think I've seen very little of a couple of the battlers you've mentioned. But I'd say for Jerry West, I'd put me against him. For Mike P, I'd put Georgie Roots against him.
Oh, Mike P versus Georgie?
Yeah, that would be a nice one. I can't lie.
Fire right there.
I see the vision for that.
Okay.
I might be wrong, but
Okay.
with Head Ice,
What you gonna do with Ice?
Ice.
Right.
Yo.
Hey, you know what's funny? Even
Yeah.
in the UK, when you say it, like it hit different. Like over there too, you hear Ice. Like
Ice.
let me
No,
think
I
about
love
it.
Head Ice, man. Like I've been watching him from day. Head Ice. Who would I put him up against from the UK? I would maybe Rivers. You know, I don't know.
That's what I was thinking,
Maybe
bro.
Rivers. Yeah,
That's who I was thinking.
yeah. Rivers versus Head Ice. I think that would be a nice one. Like two OGs. Yeah.
Right.
They
I think that's the one right there.
For Steams, I would put someone like Steams.
That pin gotta work for Steams.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm thinking.
That pin gotta work.
A whole bunch of See, now I've got like a brain fart of like the UK battles. For Steams, I would put someone like, I'm gonna say, I'm not sure how much you know this guy, but I would say Amity actually.
Not as familiar with his work.
Yeah, I would say Amity.
He's pin savvy. He got a pin with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It seems like I'm just putting people I've just battled against, but
yeah. I'm like, okay, him and his whole rogues gallery is coming through.
So with Snake Eyes, I think I may have seen him just once, and Witty and J Murder, I'm not too familiar with. So with that being said, I'll just pick 3 names that I feel like will do a job regardless of who they're in front of. So I would say Black Tea as well. And then the other 2 names, I would say Tech. And then wait, hold on. Let me back up. A bit. I'll say
get it together.
I'll say I should mention Scoop. I'll put Scoop, Black Tea, and then sorry. Who can I?
Come on, it's for the money. It's for the money.
Yeah, Scoop, Black Tea, and then I'd say
Surfer,
potentially, but I don't know. I'm trying to think. Oh, Tally, of course.
Tally, yeah. We gotta plug Tally in this.
Yeah, so Tally, Scoop, Black Tea, me, Roots, Rivers, and who did I say for Steams?
You said Amity for Steam.
Amity, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I think that's a fair matchup.
Bro, listen, man. I'm telling you, I
that was tough, by the way. Anyone that's on the live stream battlers wise, please, man.
Yeah, don't get mad at him, bro. I put him on the spot. He ain't had no rehearsal for these questions.
Maybe if I had more knowledge of some of the other battlers, I could have picked different names. But
also, he don't even like y'all like that. That's why I don't know y'all. He don't even do shit like this.
It's just a lot of days to think of it.
He don't even like y'all. He's just writing rhymes for y'all all day. Like, don't even trip. But I like that, bro. See, I like that now because people now are gonna have to look back at these names. Look at Black Tea, Amity, like Georgie. You know what I mean? Like, go back and look, bro. Like, if the matchup, like, who is that? This is what we here for. You know what I mean? All right, now we're about to play a little game called Overrated, Underrated, Fire or Trash. I give you a person, place, or thing. You tell me if it's overrated, underrated, fire, or trash. Some of these may be hip hop artists, the albums. It could be whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever I pick out of the hat, right? All right.
So overrated, underrated, fire, trash. All right.
Right. So underrated, overrated, fire, or trash. A-Ward. Fire. Okay. Underrated, overrated, fire, or trash. Calico. What's that face? What's that face, Mook? What's the face for, bro?
I'm gonna say, in my humble opinion, who did he battle recently? Because I watched that battle.
He battled Geechee Gotti, and I think he won the battle too, if I do say so.
For me, slightly overrated.
Slightly overrated. Okay.
But I used to rate him back in the day more so. But I think, I don't know, I find him a little bit overrated. That's all.
Okay. Underrated, overrated, fire or trash. We're gonna take it to the women's side. Coffee Brown.
I'd say overrated personally.
Overrated. Okay.
I wouldn't go as far as saying she's trash, no, but I'd say,
yeah. All right. Overrated, underrated, fire or trash. Hollow the Dawn.
Come on, man. Fire.
Nah, listen, don't do that. Don't do that. Yo, bro. It's my problem with bro.
I'm not saying it because it's Hollow. It's because I've watched Hollow from early, so I still feel like he's still got what he's got from like back in the day. He's been very consistent over a long span of time. I think when someone is that consistent, whether you may feel like their maybe most recent battles aren't maybe to that level, I don't think it should count against them per se. So what did they say? Class is permanent, form is temporary, whatever. Yeah, that's Hollow, man. Yeah. So
underrated, overrated, fire or trash. Sue Surf.
Fire.
Sue Surf is dope.
Yeah.
Underrated, overrated, fire or trash. Tay Rock.
Ooh, fire.
Nah. Nope.
Why you not buying it?
Nah, you don't get the bro. Nah.
Do you know why? If you had asked me before the daylight battle, I would have said overrated. I would have said overrated.
Okay.
Because I felt like this guy won't do anything in a small room because he's all like hype, audience, all that jazz. But like, despite what Daylight did, Tay Rock went in for me. So I'll say fire. Like, yeah.
All right. Now I'm gonna see how much you listen, man. Because I take a flight over there and run a quick fade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, overrated, underrated, fire or trash. Daniel Craig is Bond.
Daniel Craig.
Mm-hmm. The new Bond films.
Oh, the new Bond film.
Yeah, like the new film trilogy, like the latest series of Bonds.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I actually watched No Time to Die as well.
Oh, you watched the new one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like him, so I would say fire. I like him as a Bond. I think it suits him.
Okay. Yeah. Underrated, overrated, fire or trash? You familiar with the show Peaky Blinders?
Yeah. I didn't watch it a lot, but I'm familiar with it.
Oh, you tripping.
I don't know. I don't think it's my kind of show.
Now you're kind of what you, bro. I know you're not watching Downton Abbey, and I said it right. I ain't say Downtown Abbey like y'all. Okay, it's not Downtown Abbey. It's Downton Abbey.
No, you know those like kind of period dramas or period shows. Like, I think I just have a negative view towards them instantly. But from like some of my mates were watching it at the time, and I'd watch with them like a few episodes. And it was actually all right, but I just never went out.
You never got into that?
Yeah. So
it's some shows that y'all do way better than us that we copy. Okay, The Circle in the UK is better. Shameless is better. The Office is definitely better, even though The Office over here is in the clouds. But Ricky is the man.
The Office, British Office, come on, man.
British Office kind of got it. I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
I feel like the dry humor suits the UK more than
facts.
The US. So
y'all different type of humor out there. I'm like, you trying to play me, bro? Like, y'all just taught sarcasm at an early age. It's different. I'm like, yo, bro, it sound like, because to an American brain, y'all always sound proper. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So it's like, is he trying to play me right now? You hear that British voice? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. So y'all do traffic in that sarcasm. The other thing though, too, I wanted to ask you, bro, is like, y'all don't have the history, the lineage of like, y'all lineage of as it connects to, Black people and Black roots, and y'all diaspora is way different than ours. You know what I mean? A lot of African, a lot of West Indian, Caribbean people out there and everything. You know what I mean? And I
yeah.
always wonder how that translates to the scene and like kind of how the perception is, especially in this new climate. I've seen people like John Boyega outside and people like really, standing up for rights and all that too. And it's very much connected to hip hop over here. Like, what is the scene like over there, just in terms of like connecting back to that social? It's almost a social responsibility. I feel like hip hop and the culture's always had. Do y'all feel that sort of burden on y'all chest too as UK artists, or is it different for y'all because the history is different?
Yeah, no, I'd say the burden is still there in its own way, because you know what, like I feel back in the day, this is me going back to maybe like secondary school times. Like you said, we got a lot of people from like African heritage and the Caribbeans and all that, and I feel like back in the day, sometimes there was like a lot of shame around our identity and stuff like that. But now there's been like a resurgence in terms of like let's say like Afrobeat music and people being very proud of their culture and heritage, and like people not holding back and being unapologetically who they are. So it's like if you see someone who's black and who's making it and who's not maybe being unapologetic or fearsome as a black person and trying to sort of be like an activist as well, or have that sort of social responsibility in whatever they do, then there's kind of like that side eye or a bit of pressure, like, well, you've never done this for our community, or you like, now that you've been put on, you don't do anything for us, or like you've forgotten us, or like, you don't care about black people and stuff like that. So I feel like that there is that pressure as well. Maybe not as strongly as it is in the US, but
is there like a sometimes, right? Because it's a lot of love, right? And we all support each other, and it's a lot more sort of, people are finding knowledge of self, which I think is important, right? But sometimes it can be a crab in a barrel mentality, you know what I mean, when it comes to our people, you know what I mean? And is that's the same? Is it prevalent over there as well? Like, guy makes it, now you ain't a part of us, and now you not one of us, now you two, you know what I mean? Like trying to hold you back type shit. Like is it that type of vibe sometimes out there too?
I think it's prevalent in any sort of like it's gonna sound bad if I say I feel that it's present in any black community because of the kind of like oppression we face just generally. So I feel like that mentality is it's always there. It's always there. And it's I think slowly but surely we're kind of trying to move away from that. But yeah, it will take some time. It will take some time, but yeah, it's definitely there for sure.
On a slightly petty note, all right. So I was mad at British guys for a while because I feel like y'all was taking all the fly acting jobs, like y'all Idris Elba, some man Daniel Kaluuya or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like Sophia, like y'all got all these different people. Y'all stole that, but in return, we stole grind from y'all. So I think we even. I'm gonna come clean. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Like, we definitely stole that. We stole that sound. I don't know why we did that, but we did. But yo, I be looking, I'm like, how is it so easy? Like, I'm watching Snowfall, and I'm seeing homie, like, he sounds straight up West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Damson Idris?
Idris, like, Damson Idris, like, he's fire. And then, he's in the interview, he's like, this and that, like, whatever. Like, bro, it makes me so mad because we can't do that.
Like, you can't do the opposite, the flip side. Like,
we don't do the opposite. But when you see as a British guy, when you see them come over here and do that, you see like an Idris in the Wire, Stringer Bells, son. And you look at him like
Idris's one was more peak, because I remember him saying in an interview, like, he was told specifically not to say that he was from the UK in his audition. Otherwise, he just would not have got the role. So he just he was even acting. Obviously, you act in the audition, but he had to stay in character, like for throughout that whole deal. So I think like for him back then, him having pulled that off like was way, like, for me, way more remarkable than like the current guys and what they're doing. Not to downplay what they're doing anyway, but I feel like now. These new guys like Daniel Kaluuya, Damson Idris, Letitia Wright as well, they're kind of moving to the US because I feel like a lot of opportunities for black people in the UK in the entertainment industry, especially like acting and stuff like that, or like on being on TV and stuff like that. That is very limited for. I don't want to say extremely limited because there are some success stories, but I feel like maybe there's just not enough roles or opportunities for the type, like our type of people, if you get what I mean. Like if they're putting on a new film or whatever, there may not be characters or roles that we could effectively play or would kind of rebrand what people think about Black people. If that makes sense. US, they're trying to do more of that. They're trying to rebrand the sometimes like the image of the Black male, the Black woman. So yeah, I think there's just more opportunity in the US, like for sure.
But see, the one thing about y'all though, y'all coming over here, y'all ain't coming over here playing no like stupid like
it's the big roles.
Y'all coming over here like I want Fred Hampton. You know what I'm saying? Like what? I said nah, and he killed it.
He played Fred Hampton well. I was like, what?
He had the Chicago accent and everything. Like it was tough, bro. But I got a lot of respect for y'all, bro. And you know what I mean, I'm pushing for y'all and y'all scene. I like what y'all got going on out there, man, and keep pushing. One other thing. Premier versus No Loose Chat. The disses. We gotta get to the what's up? How did this come up because of era versus era talk and all? Is it stem off the offshoot from that?
You know what? I feel like it stemmed more from the whole Shotty versus Tally situation. I feel like that's a battle that had been like brewing or kind of on the cards for a minute. Clearly some sort of tension or back history to it. So obviously with both of them being like co-owners of the respective leagues, it was like, all right, cool. Well, if your co-owner wants to go against my co-owner, then why not have like an undercard of order?
And y'all just said we gonna ride for him. Fuck it, we out here.
And obviously it's a bit sticky because there are battlers that have obviously been on both platforms. Even myself, I've been on No Loose Chat more than Premier battles, as it stands anyway. Like I obviously sided with No Loose Chat.
They better pick a side
without knowing if I'm gonna be on the card or not or whatever. I was like, fuck it, like, I'm just gonna get involved because a lot of their guys. Nah, do you know what it is? I was minding my business, but a lot of their guys on the Premier side, in their diss tracks, they were just dropping my name. I was like, man, I ain't even said anything to you. Or like,
you was about your business. You know that type of shit don't happen until like it be like in the morning. That's when the bullshit hits my door. It's like right when I wake up before the coffee. I just see my name, like, yo, what is going on? So you just woke up, you signed on, you see
and like I'd have like, let's say Black T or someone like send me the tracks and be like, yo, like my man dropped your name. And I was just like, hey, I was like, why? And I just hear the track and I'm like, bro, is this the energy people are coming with? I was like, all right, cool. Well, you know what it is? I made it seem like I wasn't paying attention, but I was soaking it in. I was waiting for the right time to drop something.
Oh, nah, you jumped in your bag. You know, I heard you.
I was gonna drop another one, but I was like, I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it.
You let it breathe, okay?
Yeah, because it went a bit quiet over there, a little bit quiet.
I ain't gonna cap. I felt like the Megazord joint by Tally was dope, right? But I feel like the second, I ain't like the second joint too much. The Shotty, Shotty shit was fire though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Shotty was like fire throughout anything he did, to be honest.
Like that might be one of those. I'm just saying, I like that. I like that battle, bro.
That card will be spicy.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate your time, you know what I mean? And I know it's late out there, man. So, you know what I mean? Anytime I could get you guys up here, promote, do things like that. You got something coming out, let us know, man. You know what I mean? However we can support, man. It's our culture, it's us.
Yeah. For sure, man. I definitely appreciate you having me on, man. Like I was taken by surprise. So yeah, man. I appreciate the opportunity. And there'll be more to come, man. I think I got like potentially anyway a couple battles left in me before the end of the year. So
okay, we got a couple situations locked in. Okay.
Yeah. So you'll see.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. We got a type of audience up here. It's like, bro, your man you just interviewed, they just walked him across the street. I'm saying he might be somewhere in the channel. Don't just the English channel in the channel. He might be there right now. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So don't, but we friendly, man. You know what I mean? So you always welcomed up here, bro. And I'm gonna give you the shot clock right now. You get the ISO screen. Tell the fans how to follow you, what you got going on, things of that nature, and then we're gonna close out. All right?
Yeah. Cool. So yes, MOAK is Mook, it's not MOAK. You can follow me at MOAK_TP. That's on all platforms. My website is www.mookonline.com. And just watch out for more battles and content as well, poetry content and stuff like that. So there'll be more to come.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Hey, we checking for you, man. Until then, yo, be safe, and we can start booking them international flights. I'm gonna hold on to this card. You know what I mean?
Trust me, man.
No doubt, man. Mook, salute.
Yo, take care, man. Love.
Word. That was my man Mook. Shout out to Mook. Shout out the whole UK scene, man. Shout out to No Loose Chat. I'm telling you, go check out what they got going on. It's not crazy views and all that other shit. That's cool, but it's dudes that's talking that talk, street energy. That from that cloth where we from, what we appreciate and things of that nature. But I think this might be the last day with the fireplace. I'm gonna come clean because the green screen is on the way. You know what I mean? So we back to the cool sceneries and all that. Make sure you hit us up, Black Compass Media. Follow what we got going on, man. Any questions, any commentary, you know what I mean? And I want to say one other thing too, you know what I mean, off of the situation with, everything that happened this weekend. Done with it, we off it. You know what I'm saying? I think Jazz Gaddis is coming up. One quick thing, I mean, I guess following the coffee hustle controversy and all that, like I don't think it's right to punish a whole group of people because of one altercation. I've rarely seen men's cards canceled because of a situation that happened. I think it's unfair to hold the ladies to that standard. It's a ridiculously high standard. It's a verbal altercation. Nobody got hurt at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You jacking the hats I got. Yo, Rich, relax. Yo, people from Harlem think they invented just hats and freshness all together. But anyway, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to my man Rich. But I just want to say, man, like that situation is what it is, man. Shout out to Hustle, shout out to Coffee. Love y'all both. The culture, love y'all both, man. And all the ladies that been putting on, man. We love what y'all been doing. The 40s, the Caseys, the Vixens, the Flames. You know what I'm saying? Like all the people, Prestavia. Love y'all, man. And I don't want to see them ladies have any sort of consequences because of this situation that happened between two grown-ass women. You feel me? Anyway, Black Compass Media. Oh, by the way, another thing I want to say a comment where somebody left a comment at. I'm going to talk about women's battle rap. You know why? I've interviewed more women than most women in this culture. Number one. Number two, I've been covering women's battle rap since it first started. So this platform will always talk about women's battle rap. We've been to more events and we've covered more women than most other platforms. We just going to keep that energy. Black Compass Media, we up out of here. Tone, bro. Peace.